Before we get into the video, I'd like to remind you that the release date for the first ever Challenger Series decks, Cowboy Bebop and Trigun Stampede, is the 19th of January. The Universus roster is growing, with Cowboy Bebop returning with Spike Spiegel and Faye Valentine, and Trigun Stampede bringing Vash the Stampede and Nicholas D. Wolfwood. A quick spoiler warning that the cards contain stills from the show and there may be some show content discussion. Check with your local store to pre-order or pick up on release date. UVS Games are also running a launch event from January 19th to February 18th where you can earn yourself loyalty points, formerly known as redemption points, by playing as one of the 4 Cowboy Bebop and Trigun Stampede characters, and additional bonus points if you play all 4 during the span of the launch event. Check the link in the description for more details. If you don't already have a UGN account, when signing up, if you click the drop down for How Did You Hear About Us and click Content Creator, you can enter our name, the Daubers, and your account should be credited with 50 loyalty points. Thank you so much UVS Games for sending over this product to unbox.
UVS Games was kind enough to send us over the new Challenger Series decks, so today I'll be unboxing the Cowboy Bebop one, and we'll have Emma unboxing the Trigun one later on. So let's get stuck in. Hopefully Emma opens this box with a bit more grace than that. So inside we have a collector booster pack. This will come with 6 alt art foil cards of cards that are in the Bebop box. Have a little booklet, this little rule book. Oh no, it's just a card checklist. Yeah, neat. It even shows you how many copies of each you get in the deck. I'm going to stop looking at this because I can see quite a few reprints that I'm familiar with from the old Cowboy Bebop Turbo decks that came out. Starting to think I should have opened this from the bottom. Hey ho. And we get a complete 60 card deck. Challenger decks is a well-made, competitively viable box. I'm quite curious to see what the power level is compared to a regular starter deck. Because the last couple of starter decks, the Mario Overhaul, Toga, Ochako, have been pretty good. So kicking us off, we have Spike, Bounty Hunter. I'm really happy they updated his artwork from the initial art that we were showing. 6 hand size, 29 health. Hands flip a foundation. If this attack deals damage, draw a card. And your attack gets +1 speed, +1 damage for every 3 face down foundations on the stage. Pretty cool. I like that the top in hands is if this attack deals damage, doesn't care about your attack dealing damage. Means you can always use it defensively if you have no card in hand or if you need to draw off your opponent's attack. Quite neat. And then the other character we have is Faye, Queen of Hearts. 7 hand size, 21 health. In hands, Tenacious. Flip 1 foundation, this attack gets +2 or -2 damage. Response commit, after your attack deals damage, add top card of your discard pile to your hand. Okay, so Faye's still got a little bit of caring about what the top card of your discard pile is. And being able to give +2 or -2 damage, even well committed, is pretty good. Got 2 copies of Welcome to Spaceland. This is a new action card. First in hands, if there are 10 or more face down foundations in both players' stage combined, this attack is unblockable. End this enhanced it. Okay, so this is quite reminiscent of what I say it was Vengeance for a Fallen Angel with Spike's old attack from the starter deck. Make itself unblockable. Now if you've just been flipping your own foundations as the game goes, make any attack unblockable. Quite cool. I'm a little bit gutty that it doesn't have air. That I could play it in Cementos, but fair enough. 2 copies of a good purple. Ein is a 2/5 asset. Enhance commit, if you've got 3 or more face down foundations, draw a card. And enhance your attack, commit if you have 8 or more face down foundations, your rival discards a card. Quite cool. Nice to see Ein doing stuff with discard, considering Edenine to be a discard based character. Got Fallen Angel's Revenge. A 5 def with a 3 check, 4 speed low for 6 damage. First enhance, discard 1 momentum, unflip 2 foundation. In response, after you flip a foundation, this attack gets +1 speed. So the response won't trigger when you unflip, because unflipping and flipping are 2 different things in this game. But it does mean that you can give it +1 on spike or phase basic enhance, and then any additional stuff you've got in play. You get pretty fast, pretty quick. Also, just quickly mention, I'm liking the fact that the URs and the rels are not only marked as such, but they're also foil. So it's not like you're just getting 1 foil foundation, 1 foil attack. We have a 6 diff with split second standoff, 5 mid for 8. First enhance, this attack gets +2 speed. First enhance, if you have 8 or more face down foundation, double this attack speed. Regardless, it's a 6 diff that comes 7 mid for 8. If you've got 8 or more face down foundations, it becomes a 10 mid for 8. Quite like this card. I'm really surprised that a split second standoff has the artwork of him holding a gun though, it's not got the range. Onto our first foundation here, Leaving the Bebop. A 3 difficulty 5 check, hands, flip, discard 1 momentum. You mill cards from your deck until you mill an attack. You add the milled attack to your hand. I really like this, because guarantee draw an attack. It would also enable some decks where you're not really caring about how many attacks you're playing, because you know you'll be able to find it if you've got other means to generate momentum. I'm going to quickly run out of space here. Back to this. We have another rare foundation, Fateful Meeting. 2/5 with response remove. After you take damage from an unblocked attack, your rival loses 3 health. This effect cannot reduce your rival below 1 health. It's also unique. That's really cool. Also shout out to Bebop being one of the few sets that actually gives occasional cards flavor text. But I think that might be the end of our rares, because that's all the foil cards. So on to common attack with Questioning Threat. A 3 difficulty 2 mid for 3. Hands, flip 1 foundation, this attack gets +3 speed. And Deadlock enhance, your next check to play a card gets +5. Seems fine, it's well started, it can come in 5 mid for 3 damage. Pretty good. We have 4 copies of that. So I'm going to assume commons, you'll have 4 copies of each, and uncommons will be 3 copies of each, with most being 2 ofs. On to our first reprint here, Falling Heel Strike. A 4 difficulty 2 high for 4, +2 low block, and enhance, unflip 1 foundation, this attack gets +2 speed. It also has stun 1. So it's very useful for just resetting deck pieces, things that you care about. Or in this case, if Spike's flipping his entire board, it gives you another way to get foundation back. 3 copies of that. High Roundhouse Kick is a 4 difficulty, 4 high for 4, 3 check. Hands, discard 1 momentum, this attack gets +5 damage. So it's basically Powerful 5, except you can only do it once. 4 high for 9 with 1 momentum, seems pretty good. Have Hunter's Pursuit, 5 difficulty 5 low for 5. Enhance, if you've got 3 or more face down foundations, the next attack gets made to difficult. And it has EX2. Pretty cool. Gutted that we got Spike and Faye Much as I like Faye as a character, I'd have rather had Jet. Nice to see him in some artwork. On to another reprint here with George Armor. 4 difficulty, 2 high for 4 throw. And we can destroy a face down foundation to give it plus 4 damage. So a 2 high for 8 throw with minimum cost to get it there is pretty good. We can play this out, use the Eon Spike. If it deals damage we get to draw a card. And then blow up that foundation to make it 2 high for 8. Pretty good. 4 copies of those. Talking about some damage, we have another reprint here, Ending the Dream. 2 difficulty 5 check, hands destroy with attack gets plus 4 damage. So if you know you're definitely getting in, chuck on 4 extra damage. Fast Friendship is a 1 difficulty 5 check plus 3 high block. We can flip it to give this attack -2 speed, and then if we have more face down foundations than more rival, we give -3. Okay, so it's kind of like a situational Feifei, which was another card from Bebop that just flipped for -3 speed. But it's neat that they've worked in this face down foundation clause so it ties into Spike and Faye decks. Get 4 of those. Four copies of Finally Awake. A 2/5 that we can commit a foundation to give war high or mid attack plus 1 speed and plus 1 damage. So far I think that's most of our attacks. Doesn't work on where you are or Hunter's Pursuit. But still, committing 1 foundation to get some stats before we flip it over and then blow it up to something like George Armor's pretty good. Finally Awake's also a reprint actually. We have 4 copies of Light It Up, the 2/5 plus 1 mid block. Enhance if we've got more face down foundations than more rival, the attack gets plus 1 damage. This ability here was basically Spike 1's enhance, where if you had more face down foundations than your rival, you gave plus 1 or -1 damage. And I'm pretty sure Light Up's also a reprint. This next card's definitely a reprint. We have Nothing Like Andy. 1/5 plus 2 mid block, and simply after you block with it, you remove. So it clears itself from progressive. Get 4 copies of those. And 4 copies of Sing For Me. A 2/5 plus 3 low block, you commit it, discard momentum, gain 2 health and draw a card. Nice and simple. Pretty sure Sing For Me is also in the original Turbo deck. We have Skeptical. It's a 1 difficulty 4 check, plus 3 mid block. Spawns Tenacious. Flip after you flip a foundation, ready this foundation. Seems really good for this deck. Having a foundation that can ready itself to be used a second time is always good. We'll be able to trigger this so easily. And then finishing this off, we have Syndicate Target. 0 difficulty 6 check with a +0 low block. This is probably the card I played most out of the original Turbo deck. Nice simple spam, checks a 6, and the only drawback is if we block with it we lose 1 health. Really can't complain. The +0 low block, amazing. I think that's our glare spot, so let's put this over here. Cool! That is the contents of the Cowboy Bebop Challenger deck, or deck from the Challenger Series. Eventually I will get this name right. I'm really excited that we've got Syndicate Target back in the game. This is, out of the reprints, this is the card I care most about. I'm already sitting here thinking about homes that I'm going to put this into. Especially for the low block. You know how hard it is to find a good low block. Attack wise, I'm interested in seeing how useful Fallen Angel's Revenge is going to be in the long run. Obviously we've just got a Chaco who cares a lot about flipping foundation, and being able to unflip them may just help her go a bit longer. Other than that, like leaving the Bebop is something I'm going to be throwing into decks to see how I get on. But I'm excited to get this deck sleeved up and get a wee game with it. But before we disappear, I'm going to open my collector's booster pack and see what alt arts we get. what foils or alt art. So it says there's 6 cards. I'm wondering if we know the ratio anywhere. Oh, it's also eligible for redemption. Each Cowboy Bebop's collector booster pack contains 6 foil Bebop cards with a combination of 1 card of rare or higher, 2 uncommon and 3 common. I just failed at maths for a second. I was like, that doesn't add to 6, but it does. If we open this face down, right, we can reveal them one at a time. We have Questioning for It. Quite pretty. So this actually says at the bottom, Alt C for Alt Art Common. Dodge Ammo. Lovely bit of jet artwork on this. It doesn't share symbols with them or have any keywords, other than throw. Doesn't have any keywords with a rating. Oh, that's really nice. I love the blue. The camera probably hates this card, but I love the blue and finally awake here. Hunter's Pursuit. Just noticed that a bunch of these actually get flavor text. That's quite nice. Ending the Dream. Oh, that's actually tragic. I am not okay with this artwork. If you've seen the show, you know what it's from. If you've not seen the show, I recommend it. And Leaving the Bebop is alt rare. A really nice but somber sea anime. Ooh. Oh, these will be getting put in sleeves as soon as I come off camera. But thanks very much for checking out this box opening. Keep an eye on the channel for the Trigun box opening soon. Bye.